122, week number 8. We are talking about measures of the center. That's our second video on the homework. Checked out number 1. Let me know if you have any questions. Question number 2, we are talking about the mode. I think you have your own data sets you're going to take care of for that one, but let me solve it for this one right here. In order to get the mode, you need to understand, what does the mode mean? It means the most frequently repeated. Look through those numbers. Nothing's repeated. That's a no-mode data set. Here's another data set. This is not part of your homework. This is just another one. I'm illustrating the point. This data set right here, if you say most repeated, I say, look at 5. That's repeated 3 times, so that's the mode, right? Look a little more carefully. You see, well, 11 is repeated 3 times as well. There are 2 modes for this one. That would be bimodal. Understand that principle. Most repeated is the mode, and apply it to the data sets for your homework. Part B, I'm not going to go over this in detail. I'm going to kind of direct you where to find it. If you solve the mean, you solve the median, but one of them is better than the other for depending on the situation. How to figure that out? It depends on outliers, or it depends on extreme values. And if you need more details, I know I'm kind of laying back. I'm not giving you all the details, but you can find the information here. Check out course documents at Blackboard. You download this little lecture, page number 5. It'll outline what I'm talking about here. So yeah, I'm playing coy. I'm not giving you the answer, but that's where to go find it. You can be independent about that one. Let me also talk about the 5-number summary. Let me talk about the mean. If I give you a data set like this, and I'm talking about the 5-number summary, there are 5 different things. Min and max. Okay, that's going to be straightforward. There's a median. We'll take care of that. And there are the quartiles. All right. So in order to get the 5-number summary, once again, I'm going to change up the data set here. And the very first thing is to take all those numbers that are jumbled up, big, small, in between, and let's go ahead and make them nice and ordered. Smallest up to biggest. That makes finding, say, the minimum pretty easy. Same thing with the maximum. I'm not going to insult your intelligence. You're going to figure that out. Median, right in the middle. So look what I'm going to do. I'm going to say cross off, get to the middle of the data set. You see what I did? One small, one big. Cross them off till you get to the middle, the median. Wait, we can't have 2 answers, so we're just going to go ahead and average those 2 answers in the middle. And you see what I did? I drew a little bar there to kind of illustrate. The median, 2.63, is in the middle of the data. Visually, I think you could see that as well. First quartile. We're looking at the numbers on the front, and we're doing the median process again. Look what I did right there. I said the median, okay, that's the middle, and then looking at only the numbers in front of the median, we can find that, whoa, I'm sorry, I'm going the wrong way. There we go. If you only look at the numbers in front of the median, and you cross off the smaller and the bigger, then you get to these numbers, and you can do the median process again, and that gets you the first quartile. Take that and look at the first quartile number, 2.125, and I kind of mark it in here because it's in between those 2 numbers. And visually you can see that's like the middle. This is like the first quartile. If you think about a football game, it's the first quarter right in front of the halftime. And then the third quartile, the third quarter would be about here. I can tell it's going to be between 3.1 and 3.6. So I'll let you do those calculations, but I think you understand the process to find the median and the quartiles. All right, so that is for those calculation problems, but the last 2 problems on this homework is more analysis. I'm giving you a box like this. I'm giving you the box plot and saying, hey, go ahead and answer some questions. For instance, get me the summary. So how do we do this? Well, this is not a calculation problem. This is observation. What you're going to end up doing, well, you're going to do with that one about the cousins. I'm going to do House representatives. Getting political on you. So I've got this box plot right here, and I know that the 5-number summary is the min, max, and everything. Min, max, the quartiles, and the median. So look at this line right here. That represents the minimum, and you can see it crosses that number 1. If we go backwards here, you'll see that that line crosses the number 1. So I think the minimum for my graph is 1. That's easy enough. The maximum, it's up above 49.7. So I would have to use a little judgment. Do each of those little tick marks measure 1 person? I don't think so exactly. You'll have to use some judgment. I don't know, 52, 53? That's a gray area, so to speak. The median, right there in the middle, same thing. We're going to use a gray area because this number might say 10, and it looks like my line's halfway. So maybe 5? I think 5 would be a reasonable answer. Same thing here and same thing there. So you are using, you're visually looking at your graph and figuring out your 5-number summary. Now, one thing I want to take a look at is the third quartile. You might say, wow, that looks like it's pretty close to lining up at 10.75. So that's my answer, right? be careful. What am I measuring? I'm measuring House representatives, so, people in Congress. That's people. You can't have 0.75 people, so I'm thinking we're going to say 10 for that number. You understand the idea. There's a judgment call. You're visually looking at this, and you're trying to break it down and say, wait, how many people, what does this graph represent? And can I have a decimal? In this case, no, you can't. Keep that in mind. I think you should be able to get through the rest of the homework problem using those techniques. But if you have any questions, email away.